Last year, I was $5,000 in debt and I had no idea how I got there. Credit card bills, subscriptions I forgot about, and a loan I kept ignoring. One day I sat down and actually counted it all up, and the number hit me like a truck. So I made a decision. 60 days. I was going to pay off every single dollar. No borrowing from family. No selling anything. Just one brutal system that actually worked. This is exactly what I did, what failed, and what finally got me to zero. Let me show you exactly where this $5,000 came from, because I'm guessing some of it looks familiar. $2,100 credit card balance I'd been carrying for 8 months, paying minimum payments every month. Here's what most people don't realize: minimum payments are designed to keep you in debt. The average American pays $1,300 per year just in credit card interest and gets nowhere. $1,400, a personal loan I took out for something I don't even use anymore. $1,500, miscellaneous. The stuff that sneaks up on you. Subscriptions. An old medical bill. A forgotten payment. When I put it all in a spreadsheet, I genuinely felt sick. Because I thought I was being responsible. I was paying my bills every month. But I wasn't making progress, I was just treading water. That's when I decided this has to end in 60 days. Day 1. I made a budget. And I failed immediately. I budgeted $800 a month for food. I spent $1,100 in the first 2 weeks. So that plan died fast. Here's what nobody tells you about budgeting: the problem isn't willpower. It's that most budgets don't account for reality. So I scrapped the traditional approach and built what I call a 0-day budget. The rule is simple: every dollar has a job before it enters your account. Here's how it works. The moment any money comes in, paycheck, freelance payment, anything, it immediately gets split into 3 buckets. Bucket 1 needs rent, food, utilities. These get exactly what they need. Not more. Bucket 2, debt payment. This was the key. I automated this so it happened before I could touch the money. Not after. Before. Bucket 3, everything else, $0. For 60 days. That last part hurt. But it was the only way this was going to work. 2 weeks in, I had a new problem. The budget was working, but I wasn't going to hit $5,000 on my current income alone. The math didn't work. I needed more money coming in. And I needed it fast. So I did 3 things, and I'm going to be specific, because vague advice is useless. Thing 1, I sold stuff I wasn't using. Not at a garage sale, nobody has time for that. On Facebook Marketplace and eBay. Old electronics, clothes I hadn't worn in a year, a gym bag I'd used twice. In 12 days I made $340. Not life-changing, but real money. Thing 2, I picked up 1 extra shift per week at work. That added roughly $200 to my bi-weekly paycheck after taxes. Thing 3, this one surprised me. I called my credit card company and asked for a lower interest rate. They said yes. Just like that. I'd never done it before. My rate dropped from 24% to 18%. That saved me $47 in interest over the next 60 days. Small, but real. By day 30, I had paid off $2,200. Almost halfway there. Day 38. My car needed a repair. $380. I want to be honest with you, I almost gave up at this point. Because this is exactly what always happens. You make progress, something breaks, you spend the money you saved, and you're back where you started. I sat with it for a day. And then I made a decision that changed everything. I was not going to touch the debt money. The $380 was going to come from somewhere else. I took on a small freelance project writing product descriptions for a small business on Fiverr. It took me a weekend. I made $420. The car got fixed. The debt money stayed untouched. And I learned something important: an emergency fund isn't a luxury. It's the only thing that keeps a debt payoff plan alive. I didn't have one. That almost cost me everything.
Don't make the same mistake. Even $500 set aside before you start this changes the whole game.
Day 60. I transferred the last payment. $5,000. Gone. Paid. 0. I'm not going to pretend I felt like jumping around. I felt tired, honestly.
But underneath the tired, there was something I hadn't felt about money in a long time.
Control. Here's the exact breakdown of how I did it. Reduced spending, $1,800. Selling in used items, $340. Extra work income, $820. Lower interest rate savings, $47. Freelance project, $420. Remaining from regular income, $1,573. Total, $5,000.
Not a dollar more, not a dollar less.
The thing that surprised me most?
The system mattered more than the sacrifice.
I've tried to pay off debt before by just spending less. It never works. What works is automating the payment first, creating extra income second, and protecting the plan when emergencies hit. That's the whole playbook. No course. No paid program. Just this.
If you're sitting on debt right now and you don't know where to start with the number.
Open a spreadsheet. Write down every dollar you owe. Just seeing it clearly changes how you think about it.
Next week I'm going to show you the exact spreadsheet I used and how to set up that automated payment system so your debt gets paid before you even see the money.
If that sounds useful, hit subscribe so you don't miss it. I'll see you then.